Good morning, good morning. If there is an obstacle, we will find a way to overcome it. So if the internet connections doesn't want to work, which I do think it is probably because of all the load shedding, towers aren't able to get charged quick enough and full enough. But yeah, we will embrace and we will use alternative ways. So this is a pre-recording and I'm sorry, but hey, we're going to still show up and we're still going to do what we need to do. And so I want to share with you today regarding to abide. We hear people quote, and maybe you've quoted it before as well, that you say that you will abide in God's presence, you will abide in Him. And so I think sometimes we say these things, we even sing certain songs and we don't really know what we're singing. We know the words, but we don't truly know the meaning behind it. And so I want to just touch on to abide. And what abide means is accept or act in accordance with. So it is a rule, a decision, or a recommendation. So when you say you abide in God, you abide in Him, you are saying that you accept and you are going to act in accordance to Him, in accordance to God, in what He is telling us, the way in which He is showing us and teaching us in His word to live by. And so some common synonyms of abide is to bear, endure, stand, suffer, and tolerate. And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it is challenging and we're not sure whether we'll be able to do it. But God says, when you abide in me, if you live in me, abide vitally united to me, and my words, God's words remain in you and continue to live in your hearts, ask whatever you will and it shall be done for you. It doesn't mean that you're going to go to God and He is just going to grant you all of your requests. He's just going to grant you all of your wishes. Because not everything that we ask is truly something that we need. And maybe it's not something that is needed right now. Maybe what you're asking for will only happen in a couple of months' time, maybe even a year. But whatever the time frame, if it is truly within God's will, because you are abiding to Him, so it is in agreement with what He says, you can be rest assured that it will come to pass. And maybe what you're praying for, you feel is for you, but God needs you to pray for it because it's actually meant for someone else. Not everything that we are seeking, not everything that we're interceding for is for us. We might just be the vessel that's in the Spirit the whole time, just interceding, just covering, and just trusting that God is going to do the rest. But whatever it is, God needs us to abide in Him. And we need to abide in Him for our own good as well. Because when we abide in Him, His word is very, very clear on what will happen. The New Living Translation, but if you remain in me and my words remain in you, you may ask for anything you want and it will be granted. So be in Him, stand firm in Him, trust Him, hold on to Him, and know that whatever you are asking, it will be granted. But do it with an earnest heart. Do it with a heart in alignment with God, in alignment with the Spirit, and not through self, not through selfish ambitions, but through godly intercession. Because then we will truly be in alignment with what God wants to do in and through our lives. So let us abide in Him every single day. Let us obey His commands. Let us accept and submit under His authority. And let Him plan our life. So have an absolutely blessed Wednesday. Have victory over your situation. Speak victory over everything. And remember to abide in Him, heart, soul, and spirit. Have a blessed Wednesday.